Greetings demons and welcome to the Fortnite crew rewards. For July we have Phaedra, which is a very nice goth skin, Seth, which is a squid for some reason, the Stygian Parasol housing tool, which also turns into the gothic Shade Soarer glider. We'll check that out in game in just a moment. Inky Reflection, which is a very interesting loading screen. I'm very interested in seeing more of that. And you also get Save the World this time round. Let's just jump into it. Okay, so first off, gliding in, and you can see the umbrella just there. We're going to quickly grab some weapons. Hopefully I can grab more than I did with Mancake. Oh, lovely, I actually managed to grab them all. That seems like a weird order. But yeah, checking out how the ADS is. Oh, that is not great, I've got to say. Ooh. Yeah, the hat really does block your view, like, for most of your left side of your screen. That's a little bit unfortunate. You can't see really much of anything, especially in the bottom left. The hat definitely gets in the way, and unfortunately you can't actually remove that. But yeah, just shooting a little bit. And yeah, it doesn't get that much in the way, but I could definitely see people having issues with that. Though, looking in the ADS, I just want to point out the little bit of movement on the earring and the hair. I quite like that. It's a nice attention to detail. But yeah, when it comes to just general movement, I quite like this skin. It's very clean overall. It's just that hat is pretty bulky and it does take up probably more space than most people would want out of their skin. But yeah, let's quickly just run into the building area and do a little bit of building. Oh, as always, a little bit of disclaimer as to my building ability. I'm not very good at building. I don't really build much. So what you're seeing is someone that doesn't really build, doesn't really know how to, and yeah, just trying the best because I know that a lot of people do care about how skins look while actually building. But yeah, as I said before, this is the glider. It moves like a squid, and it actually is from the harvesting tool. If you're able to use a glider while holding the harvesting tool, it actually just transforms, which is very interesting. Let's see if I can actually get that animation with this. It doesn't seem so. You do pull out the harvesting tool, but it is just instantly like that. I think in Team Rumble it would probably be better to show that. Unfortunately, I don't have glider redeploy on for this world. But yeah, showing how the skin looks with emoticons, we'll do what isn't copywritten. You know what? Which way? I think that works with the aesthetic of the skin overall. Yeah, and as you can see, the actual model doesn't really get in the way of itself. The squid on the leg may slightly interfere, but not all that much. And yeah, overall works pretty well. Now quickly just testing out with the housing tool. And that sounds pretty good, hitting the rock. Let's just listen to it, a clean swing. Pretty generic, but still quite nice. And yeah, overall, the braking sounds for it are pretty good. I think that is all I can really say without going into the locker, so let's just jump into there and check out the skin and all its edit styles, because I believe there are a few. And in the locker, starting off with Phaedra herself, who I assume that is how it's pronounced. It's P-H-A-E-D-R-A. Phaedra. I know I can't pronounce PHs very well, it's part of my lisp. But yeah, she's a goth skin. A summer goth skin. I don't really know what else there is to say. Big hat, very little else on, and some, I guess, I don't even know what the material's called, but it's the slightly transparent stuff that was used for like tights and certain other like, I don't even know what to call it, but it's the thin material used for like tights and stuff on her arms and a little bit around her waist. She does have the little, what looks like a bag that's shaped like a squid. I'm not really 100% sure what that is. It's very interesting though. It looks kind of like a mask almost, which is very, very interesting. There's a tattoo on the arm and apparently on the wrist as well. The other arm also has some along the shoulder, and there appears to be some on the torso. But yeah, also on the leg, we've got an anchor. It's a very nice skin with a lot of interesting stuff. We've got what look like Doc Martens on the feet as well. And yeah, you've got a little heart necklace, you've got a choker, a lot of different jewellery on. You've got earrings, a nose ring, and another earring at the top of the ear as well. And as I showed in the actual game, when you're aiming down sight, you can actually see both the earrings and the hair do move, do have slight physics when it comes to aiming down sight, and just general movement altogether. The makeup's quite nice on this, but actually going into detail with her and looking at the different edit styles, this is the standard like base version. You can actually change it to be shrouded, which is just adding some more fabric, which I don't know, I don't really like this look all that much. I think it works as like an interesting change of pace for it, but I don't know, there's something not quite right with how it sits in my opinion. It doesn't really suit the outfit all that much. So moving back to the standard, you also have an option to have fishnets on, which go above the shorts and yeah, just give fishnets to the outfit, which I think is actually a pretty good look overall. And just turning on the shroud with those, yeah, the shroud is definitely questionable. Also, it seems to be fading in and out of the body, which is kind of a physics fail apparently. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think this might be the combo I go with the standard costume, or the lack of shroud, but with the fishnets. And you know what, that's what I'm going to keep for the rest of this review. The backbling is Seth, got a nice little animation, not a pet, just a regular backbling as far as I'm aware. Yeah, that's what it says. No alternate styles, and it's just, you know, a nice nautical friend to put on your back. This will go well with any of your other fish themed characters, you know, go with fish stick or jelly, I bet will go well with, as well as any of your dark characters, like any skin that's got like a lot of black on it, definitely go well with that. But yeah, overall, a little bit boring. To say it's a little, you know, cartoony squid, not the most interesting thing in the world, unfortunately, but still pretty nice as a backbling, and I'm sure it's pretty versatile overall. The housing tool is the Stygian parasol, and it's a little bit blunt. It doesn't have as much of a metal twang as you'd necessarily expect. It almost sounds wet, which is very interesting. It kind of sounds like it's made out of like seaweed or something, like something a little bit more natural. And as I said before, it actually works with the glider, which is the Gothic Shade Soarer, and they do actually work as a combined animation if you're able to redeploy your glider, which I think is a really cool touch. Look at the glider itself, very interesting design. It's not a standard umbrella like you'd get for winning, which I think is definitely an interesting thing, and it's got little holes in it. It also has a nice little animation on it. It very much looks to me like it could actually be itself a squid or a jellyfish or something like that, which is definitely an interesting thing. I do have to wonder though, if it's a parasol, I suppose it's not meant for rain, it's more meant for sun, isn't it? So I take back what I was about to say. I was going to say, the fact there's holes in it makes it a bit useless, but no, with a parasol it's more for sun, I guess, so yeah, fair enough. It's still letting light through, but it's not going to protect you from the rain, I guess. And yeah, otherwise we have the inky reflection loading screen. So this is a very nice piece. I really do like this. It's interesting though that this is happening around the time when we're getting a lot of Stranger Things collab potential, which you know, when they're then showing something where there's essentially an upside down to this picture, I don't know, it's something interesting. I'm very interested in seeing what the surprise is with this bundle, because Epic have said that later this month there will be something added to this bundle, or something creative done with this bundle. But in any case, that is really all there is to say right now about this bundle. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new, and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. Otherwise, that's it from me, and yeah, hope to see you next time. Bye!
Lunar rainbow flag, happy pride, rabbit with facts. Streamer, let's play, they them out like dinosaurs. FNAFN, control, not the leader of a cult. Rabbit with sax, it's Lunar.